This might be the most confusing Samsung phone in years. On paper, the Galaxy S26 Ultra barely changed, but in real life, it feels like a completely different phone. And there's one feature in particular that I didn't think I needed until I used it, because if you just look at the specs, this phone almost feels boring. Same camera hardware, same battery size. So why does it actually feel better to use? Let's start with the one thing that completely surprised me, the display. Now I know what you're thinking. It's just another Samsung display. But this one has something new, a built-in privacy mode. And at first, I completely ignored it, but then I used it in real life. On a plane, sitting next to someone, watching something on my phone. And for the first time, I didn't feel like someone could just glance over and see everything. From the side, the screen almost disappears. And the best part is, it's not just on or OFF. You can enable it only for specific apps, adjust how strong it is, or toggle it instantly whenever you want. And after a few days, I realized something weird. I started using it without even thinking. But here's the strange part. Boring upgrade loop. Even after using that, this phone still feels like a very small upgrade. And that becomes even more obvious when you look at the camera. Because technically, not much changed. Same main sensor, same zoom setup, but the results? They actually improved. Now you can shoot 24 megapixel photos, and the difference is real. Photos look sharper, more detailed, and more natural compared to before. But here's the weird part. Samsung didn't even enable it by default. You literally have to go into settings and turn it on, which makes no sense, because it's one of the best improvements. And that's still not the biggest camera upgrade. Video is where this phone really surprised me, because for a long time, this was Samsung's weakness, but now it's actually competing. Better noise control in low light, much cleaner zoom video, and then there's log video plus the new APV codec. Now I know that sounds technical, but here's what it actually means. You can shoot video that looks flat at first, but gives you way more control later. You can adjust colors, lighting, everything, almost like a professional camera. And the craziest part? You can do a lot of that editing directly on the phone. I tried recording a few clips, edited them quickly, and honestly, they looked way better than I expected from a phone. But then there's one feature that feels almost unreal. Horizon lock stabilization. No matter how you move your hand, your video stays perfectly level. Even if you tilt your phone, it corrects it instantly. It's one of those features that feels like a gimmick until you actually use it. Performance? Exactly what you expect. Everything is fast. Everything is smooth. Gaming apps, multitasking, no issues at all. At this point, performance isn't even a question anymore. But here's where things start to fall behind. The battery. It's still the same size. Now in real life, it lasts a full day. No major issues. But here's the problem. Other phones are pushing further. Bigger batteries, better efficiency, and this just feels unchanged. For an Ultra phone, you expect more. And then there's the S Pen. Still here, still useful, but Samsung removed the Bluetooth features. No remote shutter, no gestures. So now it's just a stylus. And honestly, that feels like a step backward. And then there's AI, which sounds exciting, but in real life, it's a mix. Some features are actually useful, like removing object from photos or quick edits, but others, you just forget they exist. And that's the problem. A lot of it feels cool, but not essential. So after all this, is it actually worth upgrading? If you have last year's model, no, this is not a big enough upgrade. But if you're using an older phone, this feels like a big step forward, not because of big specs, but because of small changes that actually affect daily use. And that's why this phone is so confusing, because it doesn't look impressive on paper, but in real life, it feels better than you expect. So now I want to know, do you care more about big upgrades or small improvements that actually matter? Let me know in the comments.